Hi guys, welcome back to episode 7. Now, we've got a few things lined up today. We actually get to uncover our fresh silage that we've made, but not before we've fed the chickens. So we should probably get on with that. And also today, I actually want to get rid of these tree stumps. Not sure why I haven't done that yet, but it caused us a little bit of bother last time, and it was just a bit annoying because we do actually plan to make a lot more silage, so I think we'll load some lettuces up as well.
Well, that was a bit of a challenge, backing up to load this up with water. So we're still using this lake. It's ideal, not too far from the farm, and it's giving us free water.
Just loading these onto the trailer, doing a much better job than last time, certainly a lot more tidier anyway. I don't think we plan to sell this yet. I think we're going to hold on to it and have a bulk load of cash come in at the same time. Only dribs and drabs, it's not that exciting to be seen. So we're making good progress, and we've got a fair few pallets lined up. The eggs aren't exactly stacking up too much, but we've not really got a lot of chickens. But all money's welcome.
It's quite surprising how much water we're getting through with the greenhouses. Anyway, let's get this back to the farm. Here we are, back on home turf. Just need to park this up next to the greenhouse, ready to unload.
I see Jodie's just arrived back with the water for the greenhouses then. I'm just making my way down to the shop so I can go and get a tree stump cutter. I shouldn't imagine that this will cost us a lot to lease. Um, Certainly no need to go and buy one anyway. It's just a shame that we only cut down about 4 trees. But it needs doing, and we can't be mowing the grass with tree stumps all over the ground. So let's have a look here then, and hopefully they're not too much to lease. Should be about £1,000 at most, I reckon. But we're just about to find out. I think I used that little orange one last time, so I think we'll go with that. But they do actually alter the terrain as well. You can create fields with them, which I think is pretty cool. At the moment for us it is considered a bit dangerous because we just don't have the money to basically reset the terrain, like paint it basically, undo our damage. But we shouldn't make too much damage with this. So let's get this back to the farm and we can finally get started.
I bet you're thinking the same old. Arrived at the shop to get a cultivator or a seeder. Think again. So I'm actually here to pick up a mower. So if I can find them. There they are. Not really sure which one to go for. I mean, not the most knowledgeable with mowers, but I guess it's just all down to how wide area it covers. I Obviously something like that would be nice, but a bit expensive. Let's have a look. That one, that looks quite good, but oh, that's not bad. And that one, I think this one's looking quite good at the moment. Does quite a good amount of area. Of course, we're just going to lease it, so I think it's probably going to be that one. I would imagine, anyway. Yeah, we'll just get that one. All we need to do now then is get this back to the farm and get going.
So I'm ready to take out the first tree stump, and like I said, create a little bit of a field at the same time. It's no bother, that shouldn't cost us too much to fix. I swear I saw a stick around here earlier that I think we've been dragging along with a mower, but I'm sure we'll find that at a later date. So onto the second one, and I think there's 2 or 3 more to take out. I think there's this one, the one by the silage bunker, and the one by the caravan. And I can see that there's a little bit on the floor there to take out as well. Perfect, so we've got that. It is just a shame really that we didn't cut down more trees, but I didn't really want to go mad with it, and I do actually quite like the trees at the side of the field. With one of these machines you can definitely get a bit carried away. Well, I can get a bit carried away with it, but until we're into carpentry there's really no point in taking down trees, as I found out in the other episode. Just wasted a whole load of time for about 100 quid. Not exactly ideal. So let's take this one out here. Perfect. And that's us done.
Right, before I head back, I'm actually going to pick up a forage wagon. This little one is probably going to be enough for us, to be honest. Obviously, we're just going to lease it. We still don't have the money to be buying these kind of things. So I've got the mower hooked up to the front, obviously, and then we'll hook this up to the back and we'll head back to the farm if I'm actually capable of hooking it up. There we go. Lovely. Right, well, let's get back and we can get going with the mowing and collecting.
I'm just gonna paint the terrain then where I created a field with the tree stump cutter. I've got to be a bit careful here because it does cost money, and I know it's not a lot of money, but it can get out of hand really quick. Now you're probably wondering why it looks so patchy in other places, and if I remember rightly, I think Jodie did actually go round with this tool and get rid of quite a few bushes around the field, especially this area, as they were just a little bit annoying. So I've painted the ground, but I can actually add in some grass now. We should be able to mow this. So it just tidies it up a little bit. So I'll just do this bit here. I probably shouldn't, to be honest. We've got plenty of grass at the moment. Mind you, with the new silage bunker, the more the merrier, because we could make a fair bit of money off of that, I think. Well, I hope anyway. We'll find out in a bit. So I've just got this little bit over here to do. And that looks about done. So I think I'm done with that now. Perfect.
Right, we're rocking and rolling with the mower, making my way around the farm. Try not to miss any bits, but I mean it's quite difficult when there's all sorts of different levels of ground and different bits of machinery around, but I'm sure we'll be alright.
Now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's get this open. So there we go. Now onto the middle, which doesn't seem to want to open. I really do hope it isn't something to do with that lump in the middle. Yeah, that shouldn't be an issue. I mean, this happened to me before and I was able to do it with a bucket. So hopefully if we get near it with this forage wagon, it might open by itself. But if not, then we might have to get a bucket to open it up, because I do know it can get stuck.
Mowing's actually quite therapeutic, I must admit. There's not too much of a restriction on it, so I'm just sort of going round and round in circles as and where I please. So yeah, it's nice to do something a little bit different actually. I mean, we've obviously have to keep turning the field around, and that was lucky. I wasn't sure whether that was going to actually mow the crops down or not, but apparently not. So obviously we're trying to still plough on with the farm and get things moving, get some more money in. So this is our latest sort of venture kind of thing, cutting the grass and collecting it all up. Yeah, hopefully it'll be good.
Okay, so the forage wagon didn't seem to want to open the middle bit up. Let's try a chainsaw. That definitely doesn't seem to want to work. I have called Jodie over to see if she has any luck opening it, but I don't think that's worked either. So I think I'm going to have to go away here and do some extensive research on the issue. Let us know if this has happened to you guys.
You guessed it, I'm still going. Not much more to go though, so then we can get collecting. Obviously we're still working through getting the lettuces going and things like that. It'd be nice once we've got lots of pallets built up to sell of those, because I think potentially they could make us a fair bit of money, but I guess it's just one of those things where we'll just have to wait and see, because they're not obviously big things that are produced quickly, so we'll just have to see what happens there. And then obviously we've got the honey, which is still building up slowly. Yeah.
I've just arrived at the shop. I'm going to pick up a bucket and see if this will enable us to get the rest of the silage out of the bunker. Hopefully this works, otherwise I don't really know what we're going to do. So a bucket didn't cost that much, and we'll probably use it in the future anyway, so it's not a bad tool to have knocking about. So I'm going to attach this, and then I'm going to sell the silage that we have got at the moment. So let's get going. It should just be round the corner from here, not too far. Right, just got to this place then. Let's start selling this. I'm not too sure what to expect, but anything's got to be better than wasting a whole load of time cutting down 2 or 3 trees only to get a couple of £100. So far so good. Money's going up fairly quick. And 3,609. Not bad, considering we've still got whatever's left in the silage. That's if we can get to it.
Mission complete. Mowing done. Just going to take this over here so it's out of the way, and then the collecting can be done without crashing into me.
Just on the way back to the farm, and it's starting to get dark. Maybe I should have turned the time down a bit, but oh well. As a last resort, I'm just about to try this bucket, and it doesn't seem to want to be opening. That's not great at all. After ages of trying to get this uncovered, the only option I've got is to delete the bunker. Oh, can this get any worse? I mean, it's even raining as well. Instead of messing about with it, I thought it's probably best if we move it away from that lump in the ground. Oh, it's such a shame because we've lost out on so much silage as well, but I searched everywhere, especially online, and none of you guys either had any solutions for it. I think it was just properly stuck, which I was hoping would have been fixed with a quick bucket fix, but we're going to put a new one in, and I've had a discussion with Jody, and because it is a multiplayer farm, we were actually thinking of creating a new farm and then transferring the £25,000 that we would have lost. However, we're not going to do that. We're going to be getting the £25,000 in a loan. So it keeps that sort of sense of realism about it. We're just going to have to put it down to one of these unfortunate things, and as annoying as it is, the show must go on. So I don't want to put it too close back to where that lump was. At the same time, I don't want to walk out of the caravan and step in silage. So I think about here looks good. Around about here, maybe. Okay. That's not too bad. Got a little bit of space down the side. It's nice and flat as well from what I can see, and it's out of the way of this lump. I'm convinced it was something to do with that. But it's lucky that we only had like a little bit, well, a little field's worth of silage in there, and not happen on a massive field. That would have been really annoying. So let's get the money back. More money to owe, but we'll get there in the end. I think I'm going to call that a night now. It's been a tough one. See ya.